Hello and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. So, as I said I'd do at the end of the last episode, we have redone this fight after a crash, and we got some slightly different loot. We got this ring, which gives 5 magic armor, plus we also got this leadership belt, which meant I could pass the other belts along the line, so everybody gets a slightly different belt. But pretty much the same as we were. Oh, that needs to go to the Red Prince while I see it. But yeah, we've now finished everything at this side, and it's time to move on to probably going back here and then heading north and kind of working our way towards, not the mysterious cave, towards Brachus's armory. So I think I want to go here. I go here, beach, north. That makes sense, right? If I go here and then I go north, that means we can go past an area we've already been at. We come up here and then we can go there separately. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Let's do that. Also, I maybe have a culprit for the game crashing. I'm not entirely sure. But when I looked at Task Manager after the game crashed, I did see that Discord was using 32 gigs of memory, which is quite a lot, I would say. Yeah, so that might be the cause of the crashes for this game. It might not be, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Just keep an eye. I'll just keep an eye on it, basically. Right. Let's grab this shell and Void Salamander, level 6. So this is a fight which is at our level. Okay. A couple of Void Salamanders here. Oh yeah, by the way, when we did the when I redid the fight off camera, so much easier to do it from the top. Like, it was absurdly easy. We barely even got harmed and it was so quick. It was yeah, I think we should definitely make an effort to focus on positioning for fights if we can. Which I'm fairly certain is a lesson I've learned before. Like here, there is an argument to have some people up the top, which I think is a good argument. So let's split the group. There we go. Right. Then I'm going to send you... Actually, you were actually that way around most of the time. Anyway. Send them up here. But they also have to be close enough so that we actually trigger combat with them. But we'll see. Although, you could argue that it's better to wait as long as possible to add them to combat so that they cannot be targeted in combat. Because they won't be targeted until they join the combat. So even if they join at the end of the turn order, they won't be targeted. Interesting. Anyway, let's go.
I am your death, assassin. I own your source. I am your chains. I am your last master.
Okay. I'm going to quickly just cheat out a little bit here. Okay. Us. Here. Right. And then we'll go back into the conversation. Yay! They got added, but they got added after the combat started, so it's the worst of both worlds. Okay. That's the problem with trying to, like, position people, is that they don't necessarily get added to combat. It would be nice if you could, like, set your group to be like, if your group enters combat, everybody enters combat. But I can see reasons why you wouldn't want that to be true as well. Definitely thinking stab yourself. Alright, go 1 AP in here. That then lets us get behind this guy. Then we can hit him. We have one thing here. I'm going to remove the magic armor from this thing. Or a lot of it, anyway. Cool. Don't care that it didn't put us to sleep. Hey! Misses are fantastic. Let's go 1 AP. Then we're going to charge past this thing. And set it on fire. Nice. Okay. Now they're hitting the Red Prince, which is exactly what we want. You in line of sight? You are. Wonderful. Okay. Go here, into the poison. And fireball. Wait a second. Okay, they take 50% fire damage. That's okay. That's perfectly acceptable. And you? Same. Okay, that's perfectly fine then. Okay. Fire. Right. Now, is everybody in range to be hit by that? I think so, right? Nice. Okay. Winter Blast. That all seems good. And, yeah. End your turn. She needs a one-cost thing to do. Yeah. Or I need to haste her. One or the other. But she doesn't have enough abilities to be hasted. Like, she doesn't benefit from, like, just attacking as much as everyone else does. I can get round the back of this thing with 1 AP. So let's do that. Then, stab. And stab again. Like, Sabine greatly benefits from... yeah, she greatly benefits from extra AP because it lets her move, and the extra speed lets her move around, and she is mostly just hitting people with normal attacks, which is fine. Okay, this is correct because I can't knock down either of the other two, and then we're going to hit you like this. Alright. Oh, just took a little damage. Don't want to use ignition because that would burn the poison underneath us. So I probably just want to pick one and start hitting it. Yeah, let's hit them with one of these. Nice. So both bleeding fire. Then I'm gonna hit you with one of those. And one of these. So you get a little bit more AP. Should have done it earlier if I was going to use it. And attack. Nice. Zap him. Followed by... one. Ooh, there's a dead voidling there. Okay. Think that's going to work. Nice. Okay. Kill. Not quite. Alright. Kill. Perfect. And then, I don't know. Probably adrenaline. And one of these. Okay. So she took a little damage, but we should be able to kill it this turn. Attack. And again. Is stunned, so even if we don't kill it this turn, it's pretty dead. Oh, didn't mean to open that. There we go. Right. Attack it. End turn. Can you hit it? No, all the way over here. Hit it. Yeah, it was awkward to set up, but I think fighting like this is better. Like, it didn't quite work the way that you would think it would work, but that's okay. Reattach. Cool. Right. Grab stuff off the Void Salamanders, if there is anything. Amulet of the Void. Finesse. Fire resistance and range. Torn from the body of a Void Salamander after the battle, this amulet promises an aura of protection for the next one. She would lose Lucky Charm for it, but it may be worth it eventually to do that. For now, though, I don't think it is. I think for now we're mostly okay. Dead Seeker. Another Dead Seeker. Okay. There's a Stardust Herb in there, which implies that we can get in there. Shell. Shell. Viscous Voidlings. Nothing on them. This one?
Walk to me. Walk with purpose. I am near.
Okay.
I sense your presence. So very far. So very near.
Alright. Well, that must be what's in the mysterious cave. Judging by the fact that he said he's near. Could do the cave first, I suppose.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. A trap. Better give it a wide berth.
Okay, let's test something. Okay, if
Careful.
there is a trap, your character will path around the trap. That's a positive.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Okay. So what's up with this? Grants immunity to a ton of stuff. A gift from Rivellon from one of the elemental monarchs of the realm of fairy. Talented craftsmen call it the shock that brings life to runes. Oh, okay. Never mind. If you do that, then they will not dodge traps. Oh, it's worth it to know that now before we learn it in a worse situation. Send these to Red Prince. Add to wares. Send to the Red Prince. And what is this? It is a very weird piece of chest armor, which would be great for us if... Oh, requirements met due to us having strength from something else, apparently. Wait, due to what? But what do you mean? No, requirement totally is not met due to equipped equipment. Okay. I was wondering what it meant. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, that means it's only good for you. I mean, it is good. Con is nice. Scoundrel's not terrible. Scoundrel has some benefits. It gives you movement. And it increases your crit modifier. Yeah, so it's not terrible. Summoner isn't great because it doesn't do anything. But it's not a negative. It just isn't great. So, yeah. Okay. You can wear it Warden. Strapping armor for a strapping adventurer. Does it fit? What it says. Alright. We could do Mysterious Cave first. Would make sense, but I did see something up here that I want to do first. First of all, Dead Magister. Second of all, that is a squirrel. Okay.
It was madness! Big fire boom, lightning crash!
Tell me the problem so I may deal with it post-haste.
One moment, sun! The next, I feel darkness inside me, then noise! So much noise! Clank, moan, clink, groan! I hid in a stump. I'm not a stupid squirrel. I have much stowed away for hard times. But I saw them! I saw the shinies!
Shinies? What do you mean?
Shinies! Darkness left, then light again. Warm. Saw glints in sand and dirt. Can't go there now. Salamanders. They'd like the meat. I don't want to be meat.
The salamanders are dead, so there's no need to worry.
Yay! Okay. I hope you find shinies. They make happy.
I already got the shinies. Okay, nothing in the beehive. Okay. Yeah, so I assume the shinies must have been like what we found over there. Cool. Well, in that case, I guess we're heading into the mysterious cave. Let's go.
What strange witchery is this?
Well, it's the cave that we were told to go to, I think. A bunch of experience and the vault of Brachus Rex. We're into a large and potentially dangerous cavern. Okay, let's go. This way? Keep quick saving every 2 seconds. Out of a sense of paranoia. Mushroom. Mushroom. Weird wall. Can I go through the weird wall? Is this like the end of the puzzle? Yeah, okay, I think that's the end, right? Maybe, yeah.
Oh, that mark. What's a disfigured slave doing in my lair? Come on, slave. Show me your...
I'll let him finish.
tits.
Wow. Okay. You have one more chance to change your tone or you're going to regret it.
I don't fear dogs. Why don't you bark for me, elf? Go on. Bark.
Alright, I've heard enough. You're a dead man.
You're embarrassing yourself. Leave before you hurt yourself, too. Quite the vision, aren't I? You should go. Before you get hurt.
Alright. Well, we're fighting him. Yeah. Definitely gonna kill this guy. He's designed to be killed, as far as I can tell.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Right, one of these. And adrenaline.
I'm ready.
Right. And... hit him. And again.
Meet your maker.
I mean, he might just be a copy, but he still needed to die. I think that was the only reasonable way to deal with that person.
Huh, an illusion. This fellow must be quite proud of himself.
I'm going to open all three of these. Are these the stairs that don't exist situation that it was mentioning before? This is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This is what this is. Yup.
Clever.
Alright. It saved for me, which means that we're about to enter into an unexpected combat. Right. Which weirdly makes it an expected combat, right? If it's unexpected, but we know what's going to happen. Right. Nothing in there. Grab those. Let's mark both of these as wares and send them to the Red Prince. Yep. Okay, let's go. And wait for everybody to come over here. Let's go.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here? Ugh, you can't teach a fool anything.
We're fighting. Okay. Multiple trump boys. Hey, it missed. See, that little bit of dodge that we have is very, very valuable. Yeah. Hit yourself with one of these. Then teleport. And stab. And again. Okay. Magic user. Give him magic shell, which is going to do nothing. Because I'm not hitting him with magic. Okay. Here. I know that he's immune, but we might as well be next to him. Nice. It's fine. Encourage? Well, if you're gonna have to move anyway, you might as well move here. Encourage. And, I was hoping to blast that guy, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit him, right? Unless that's gonna hit him, but I don't think it will. Can I see him? No. Oh, maybe? Okay, move. Well, you can't move any more. Okay. Let's just go for Winter's... Wow, that's not going to hit him. That's not going to hit him. How much is these costing? 2... Yeah, I think you just... blast him. That's fine. Give you some movement.
Yield to none.
And, couple of these. Followed by using flesh sacrifice.
Glory is mine.
And combustion. Wonderful. Okay. Get behind this guy. Stab him. Wonderful. Spend the rest of your AP putting the cat up there. Cat. Swap. Wonderful. Jump, well, it doesn't matter. Just end your turn. In and now shock me. Nope. Okay. Red Prince, one of these. And knock him down. Okay. Let's drop this on top of him. Followed by... yeah, little shock. Spend 2 AP heading up here. And attack him. Right. Get right behind this guy. Stab him. Adrenaline. And stab him. Followed by one of these. Okay. He's dead. Attack. Three of these. And end your turn. Hit him. Right. Doesn't appear to be any loot from these guys. Oh, apart from that ornate chest. That's loot. It's gonna be trapped or something. Hey, Perseverance Amulet. That's cool. That's the one that makes you do revenge damage. Would be kind of good on the Red Prince. However, he still has the Source Collar on, so therefore cannot use it. We should try and get those removed, but we have to go see Gareth to get those removed, because we need Gareth to then... oh, that's our cat disappearing. Yeah, we need Gareth to remove them from... or to get someone else to remove them.
That was even easier than I thought.
Okay.
That was even easier than I thought.
Poor slave girl. Master never gave you an education, did he? Let me explain. In the real world, treasure doesn't simply appear from on high.
That was even easier than I thought.
Well. That's fine.
Poor idiot.
I don't care if it doesn't kill him. He should still die. He taunted us with loot. There's nothing sacred to this guy. Anyway. Over here. Claims there's... oh yeah, there is a way up here. Oh, also, there's a rat. Hello. Do you know anything useful about the dungeon?
It's a riddle, isn't it? A conundrum. What's it you'll have to solve?
Use that a clue to this riddle wouldn't go amiss.
I thought you looked clueless, alright? Thing is, it's about the letters, isn't it? One for each thing. Easy.
Thank you, rat.
Yeah, sure. Hope you don't die.
See ya.
Well, nice to meet you too. Rude thing.
Alright. It might be an illusion, but it told us it's about the letters. I haven't seen any letters currently, so...
Careful now, that's a trap.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this trap. I was just disarming it with my character. Right. Wand of Nature. Oh, okay. We'll grab that. Oh, she went the other way up. I didn't know there was another way up. But she went it. Okay. Oh, through here. I see. Oh. Okay. Cool. Anyway, Wand of Nature. It's not a great wand in terms of synergy for you. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of it, actually. Let's just add to wares and send to the Red Prince. Yeah, that's fine. The problem is that he doesn't get any bonus water damage, so it's like, okay. It is slightly better, I guess, but it's not really doing what he needs it to do. And poison and fire actually synergize pretty well together because the poison... Or sorry, the fire blows up the poison. Alright. Yeah, there's no way this isn't a trap, huh? That was not a trap? Oh. Alright. Cool. Back up here. And back up this way. So there is a way in over the top here by the looks of it. Can we actually access that? No. Okay. Let's go this way. And in. Decoration swords. How much are they worth? Yeah, they're worth picking up. Alright. Grab that. Grab the bottle of wine. Always forget to use wine or something before I loot, but that's okay. There we go. Some plates. Crafting Bible part 11. Oh. Is that... Wait, no, that's not the prisoner. That's the guy at camp. It's weird that his portrait's here. I'm encumbered. Oh no. Well, add to wares. Send to the Red Prince. Add to wares. Send to the Red Prince. Where's Prince? Where's Prince? Yeah, we'll do a bunch of these in a row. And then all of them are going to the Red Prince. Wonderful. Who's actually about to hit his weight limit? Alright. Read. This veritable tome of knowledge teaches you a plethora of handy adventuring recipes. Alright. Cool. Right.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
We'll have this one of Thane Wulfric. Send to the Red Prince. Ooh, another one. Plus these. Okay, add to wares. Send to the Red Prince. Red Prince is now full in terms of rent he can carry, so this is now going to go to Fane. Oh, yeah. Add to wares, send to Fane. Cool. We have a lot to sell. Quick save. We have this door over here. Can we go through it? We also have this door here. This goes nowhere. Okay, these were illusions. What's the chances? Not an illusion? I thought I saw teeth come out of that. Right, that's quite clearly for Lose. Right? It is, although it's close. Yeah, our current staff is a little bit better, actually. Okay, so add to wares, send to Fane. Okay. You? Ah. Well, it's good to know. I didn't hear Sir Laura die in that, did I? Oh, he's still going. Okay. Huh. Ooh, there's more paintings. Oh, okay. Obviously, we'll have Gregor and Blosser. Yeah. Okay. This also probably doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, that's fine. While that's happening, let's add to wares, add to wares. Send to Fane, send to Fane. Right. Quick save.
You come to find. You come to search. But you won't find the way. A pity.
How can you be so certain?
Brachus has willed it. Trompdoi must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault.
I've had the displeasure.
Judge him with a forgiving heart. Fate has been unkind to him. Do you wish to move forward?
I do.
Listen closely and make your attempt. Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is...
Okay. We were told to use the letters. He's a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is... so... Awful, very awful, rotten. Rotten, bloody, awful. Or very bloody, awful. Okay. So you got to transfer the letters, right? So C is V. So a cur... That doesn't make any sense, no. Well, unless A is not part of the thing, because A is just the start of the sentence. So cur is C-U-R. So that'd be V. Second last one is A. So very rotten, awful. Very awful, rotten. Yeah, 1.
Either you're very good at guessing or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain. Listen closely and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is...
a hex, a misery, a blight, a curse? Let me just confirm. So misery would be... third one, which makes sense. Blight would be an R, which it is, and an E is a curse. Yeah, so it's 2.
Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompdoi told you the answers, is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path is open. Go freely.
I'd like to ask some further questions.
I know little, but you have proven yourself a knowing traveler. I will answer what I can.
In your second riddle, what do you mean by a cure to source?
Brachus Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the stars he used myself. They were most impressive.
What did you mean when you say Trompdoi was kept here by Brachus Rex?
Brachus Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time and to prevent others from entering.
Maybe he didn't have any crime. Maybe he was just very annoying.
Trompdoi was and is a creative man. He knew petty magic in his day. But this he has used to carve this place out from a simple vault, myself included.
Alright. Hey, bunch of XP. We're actually about to level up. Oh, right, yeah. Oh no, it was trapped. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we completed the room. Right. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, never mind. It's not annoying at all. Okay.
Open your eyes. Time to
Well. He's invisible. That doesn't matter because they're going to have to walk around this way, right? Stab him. And stab him. And I should have used this earlier. And stab him. Cool. I was wondering whether healing would make them... Oh, I like that Sir Laura's revealing some stuff to us. But yeah, I was wondering whether healing would hurt these guys because they seem to be undead, but I actually think they're illusions, so it wouldn't, right? No, it would. Okay. So that's something to consider. Also, I read something apparently about Sir Laura. Apparently he was a last-minute addition that was requested, I believe, by Bandai Namco or something like that, because they were one of the publishers or yeah, for the game. and they wanted some day one DLC. Apparently the developers did not like Sir Laura. He was just a last minute addition that they needed to have for publishers, and that was it. But I don't know. He's fine so far. Not terrible. Just kind of is. But yeah, thought that was interesting. Right. Of course, I didn't actually check any sources on that, so I could just be spreading information. But, well, you know, whatever. Let's hit you with one of these. Cool. And now a shock thing? Nope. Every time I see water chucked on us, I'm like, oh, it's gotta be shock next. Alright, let's burn the water. That did not burn the water. Okay. 1 AP. Let's boost Sabile. Stab yourself. And, well, attack.
Show yourself.
Nice. Okay, so this is the Trompe d'oeil who was invisible. Global cooling turned water, I guess, into freeze. Not ideal for us, but that's fine. Stab him. And again.
Hurts, doesn't it?
And probably chuck one of these over just to remove a little bit of his magic armor. Hey, 1 crit, 1 miss. Dodging is actually helping us a lot here. Could burn you, which I think I will. He's now burning. And then fortify Fane, because he's got a lot less health apparently. Then attack. Cool. Being a little hit here, but it's not the end of the world. I am going to pick you up and place you right there. Cool. Then I can start hitting you with things like this. Didn't hit both of them actually in this case, but that's okay. Fane can now, I don't know, fireball. Nice, and then one of these. Cool.
Are you confused, or do you always want this done?
Oh, more spawned in. Okay. Is that the real Trompe d'oeil? Hey, you missed. Stab him. Stab him again. First aid. Nice, a level up. Okay, at least for her. The others are going to get a level up on like the next kill, which is perfect for them. Right, hit him. That looks like that hits. It did! Okay. Nice. And yep. A little bit of damage. Heal onto nobody. Nobody needs healed. You're actually good. Let's just re-up our armor. Okay. Attack. Alright, yeah. Undead. Forgot. That was the real Trompe d'oeil. Hey. That's cool. Okay. I was guessing it's the real one because it was the one that was speaking. Ooh, look at all this stuff. That's all cool. Okay.
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches. You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your ear. It tells you to slip the ring onto your finger.
What, this ring or this? Oh, the band of Brachus. That's cursed. Cold to the touch, this ornate ring once belonged to Brachus Rex. Within the band inscribed the name Cassandra. The soul-forged twin he turned into an undead lich to prolong his power. Indistinct, malevolent whispers issue from the stone. Trompdoy's hatchet. Well, that would be for you if anyone's going to use it. That is just a straight-up better weapon. I mean, you lose some strength, but, I mean, come on. Oh, but he's now over-encumbered because he's now lost his strength. I see. Well, we've got some swords that we can potentially send to Lose to carry. There we go. What else have we got here? The ring is very tempting. Even knowing it's cursed. Okay. Well, we're not using two-handed things, so let's just do that. I don't really care about the huntsman bonus on this. I more care about the fact that it's just good armor. Yeah, like this is just a straight upgrade in armor. What does huntsman do? Damage from attacking on high ground is increased. I mean, that's not nothing. Yeah, it's not nothing. Ring that gives huntsman. I mean, I guess that makes sense for you. That's gonna go to Fane. I don't have anything else that uses runes right now. You know what? We can have one of these for runes. It's gonna be this one. Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's see. This, I'm gonna add to wares. This. Very tempted to wear. I don't even know what cursed is. I don't know what it is. How could it hurt me? I mean, it makes most sense actually on him right now, but let's do it.
The ring just got tighter. A lot tighter.
Okay, what's cursed? Yeah, it's pretty bad. But on the positive side, it does some other stuff. I'm assuming because it's cursed, I can't take it off.
Something isn't right. The ring's gone, but not its curse.
Oh, never mind. Well, you might as well wear the ring then. Okay, fair enough. Let's do a level up here. Right, quick save. Level up. So, we're going to take a point in finesse. Followed by a... I'm still not worried about her health. Like, we're nowhere near dying in fights. So let's take a point in finesse. Dual wielding? Tempted. I think actually having a point of necromancer could be useful. Like, long term, I think actually having 1 point in necromancer is incredibly good. So let's do it. Let's just do it now. I think that's fine. Oh, that's going to the Red Prince. Let's just sort that as well. Right. Red Prince. Point in strength. I don't know if he needs the vitality right now, but maybe he should have it anyway. Oh, sorry, the con, which would give him vitality. If I give him this, he can carry more loot. I do like him carrying more loot. Alright, send to the Red Prince. Send to the Red Prince. Send to the Red Prince. I love my collection of amulets waiting for us to have any way to equip them. It's good. Right, then here... 1 point. I mean, leadership, the dodging is happening a lot, actually. Like, that is not an insignificant amount of dodging that's happening. Yeah. Well, although a little extra damage is also never bad. Let's go one more leadership in here. Okay. Fane, you are a little cursed, so just remember that. Probably intelligence con still? I could give him 1 memory. If I give him 1 memory, we can learn Peace of Mind. It does have a nice bonus. Like, it's a nice buff that comes with it, and it's a 1 cost. Let's give him Memory. Which now means that we can memorize that, and then... well, it's already equipped. Wonderful. Close that. Unlock the hotbar. Move everything 1 along. Yeah. Something like that. Cool. Actually, I'm going to reorganize it slightly. The reason I'm going to reorganize it like that is then I have my buffs somewhat close together. Right. And then one of these. I mean, there is a... Well, I was going to say there's a reason to go dual wielding on him, because it would give him 5% increased damage. The only problem with it is it doesn't give him accuracy. Like, if we gave him accuracy, I would definitely go for it, but right now it's just damage, and the question is it better to do that or just give him pyrokinetic? We'll give him another level in polymorph so he can learn how to fly. Which also gives him a free attribute point, so we could take another point in intelligence to give him 5% damage. Let's do it. And then give him another point in intelligence. Wonderful. Okay. That also means that I can now send him... he already has it. Yep, you can now learn Spread Your Wings. Nice. Which now means we could equip it if we wanted to. What would I equip it instead of? I'm not really using the Searing Daggers as much. I probably should use it more, but I'm not using it as much as I was. Ignition is actually a lot of the time bad, but it does only cost 1, which gives it a benefit. Ignoring ground surfaces is potentially okay. I think I just hold off right now, but yeah, that's fine. And then Lose. Let's go for... now, you don't have any more skills to learn, do you? Oh, no, you have Hail Strike as well. Armor of Frost. Yeah, so you do have more skills. You actually have space for Hail Strike already, so... not having it is just a failure of clicking. Okay. I think you need memory. I kind of think you need 2 memory. Yeah, let's give her 2 memory here. And then we're going to move these along a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to give you Armor of Frost and Rain. I actually want to move these all along 1 more. Cool. So she's now a little bit more useful in fight. She has a couple more single cost abilities, which is what I was asking for. One of these, I guess she's doing most damage with Hydrophysist right now, so that would be your obvious answer. Yeah. I mean, if it's the obvious answer, why are we not choosing it? Right? Let's go. Right. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Right, back this way. Little quick save. Let's go. Right. Here. Sorry, that just looked very fake to me.
That's plenty.
Is this real? It is. Wait a second. This is real. Also, there's other real stuff here. Supernova Skillbook. Lady Shelba, Moldina, and Sir Buckington. Purging Wand.
Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
Okay. We found a Purging Wand in Brax's vault. Now we can take on the Shriekers, apparently. Cool. Well, that's gotta be used by you, right? Yeah. Now, do I take, that over Turtle's Claw? Yeah. Let's do that. And then this is added to wares and sent to the Red Prince. Add to wares, send to the Red Prince. Add to wares, send to the Red Prince. Well, actually, did I learn this? Yes, I did. Okay, send to the Red Prince. Also that as well. We have a lot to get off the Red Prince. I really didn't expect the vault to have real stuff in it. I don't know why. But there we go. Yeah, we'll grab all that. Okay, send to the Red Prince. This armor is better than our armor, so we'll equip it. Well, that's an upgrade for... Oh, it doesn't have... You don't have enough finesse. Does this have a finesse requirement? It does. Okay, in which case that is add to wares. Send to the Red Prince. You have Summoning 1 currently. So you could get Conjuring Incarnate, but you aren't going to hit level 10 in Summoning, so its main benefit isn't going to go anywhere for you. So I think we just add to wares, send to Red Prince. Identify the wand. It is a Ashwood branch. Okay, well. Cool. And now what we're going to do is we are going to... Also, you don't need Sucker Punch. I don't know why it keeps giving you that. I thought it might be when you were unarmed, but it doesn't seem to be. So, anyway. Let's do that, and then we can rune. That's the word I was looking for. Right. Let's insert... rune probably has to be on the person who's doing it, so let's send this rune over. It's in the backpack, right? Actually, let me test something. If I do this, then have a look at the thing. Ah, no, if it's in a backpack, then you cannot access it. That's annoying. Okay. Well, there we go. Now he's doing earth, poison, and fire damage. Drained wand. We're going to add to wares. Send to the Red Prince. Auto sort. Right. Continue looting. Heart of the Tyrant.
Oh, lucky find.
Artifacts of the Tyrant. Okay. Scorching aura burns from the heart of the Tyrant. It may be too hot to handle. We killed Trompdoy, apparently. Okay. So, hammered from the fieriest of blacksmith forges. Only this armor could withstand and protect the dark heart and burning ambition of Brachus Rex.
It's been cursed.
Ah, it's cursed to put you on fire. I see. Not ideal. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. I guess we will hold on to it. For now. Gold pile? Well, you might as well pick it up. Oh, well, no. Sabile should pick it up so that she can get the chance of a random thing. Okay. Add to wares. Then to the Red Prince. This one?
You made it all this way.
I did, but it's no thanks to you.
I'm sorry.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Brachus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there, and I can't leave without it. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die.
What did you do to earn such a punishment?
I don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is the reason.
Well, I think Sabile, although hating him, probably would not want to have somebody else trapped and caged, so let's break his soul jar.
Really? You would?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands, head hanging.
Thank you.
Hey, and we get reward as well? Oh, nice. So we could lose Necromancer and get Finesse there. Okay. I think I like that. Yeah, let's do this. Right. So that makes us lose our necromancer, so it's good I took a point in it. Oh, that is some headdress. Headwear molded from dappled black tanned hide. The words engraved inside, unity is strength. Oh, you're still wearing the bucket? Oh no. We could upgrade you from bucket. I actually hadn't even triggered that he's still wearing the bucket. Alright, right. Send to Red Prince. Okay. Cool. Quick save. Let's just clean out this bit to start with. Open that, so now we've gone the whole way around. And now we've got to this. Which we will leave for a second. Right, back this way. Just want to open the route in. I guess we should fix these soul jars.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice.
Lay my hand on the surface of the jar.
You see, or rather, you feel a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Bracchus Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Bracchus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing.
Well, although apparently we can absorb the souls, I'm going to smash it. Because, I feel like this is how she would handle it. She's very much nothing shall be caged, you shall be free.
A human spirit slips from the ruins of the jar. Decked in necromancer robes, she turns to you, bows, and starts to fade away to nothing.
My eternal thanks, young one. Oh, timely death.
Alright, let's talk.
The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
I'd forgive this soul. Punishment must fit the crime. This doesn't.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
Anyone who marches at the head of an undead host deserves whatever punishment they get.
That seems a bit hypocritical coming from you.
One must wonder how many more lives they took. How much misery the scum caused.
But for the undead to be like, yeah, we shouldn't have undead. You shouldn't be at the head of an undead's horde. It's like, okay.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move.
Alright, place my hand upon the jar.
The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. Bracchus Rex. He promises power, for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got were shackles. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
Smash it.
You see a shape emerge from the ruins of the broken jar, a lizard in the finest necromancer robes. It grudgingly nods at you as it starts to fade from the mortal realm.
Farewell to flesh. Farewell to bone. Farewell.
The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
He committed his crimes out of pain, not malice. He ought to be forgiven.
I can't help but sympathize with him. He just wanted to go home.
One can't help but have a bit of sympathy. Who wouldn't want to return to their home?
What he did shames his people.
Alright. Is this affecting my, like, what's it called? My affinity with these people? My attitude. 32. Let's have a look here. Attitude is 22. Attitude is 59. Fane loves us. Alright. Cool. Wait, let me just go back to Fane for a second here. Oh, interesting. I was wondering what this was. This just happens to be a Steam icon. Weird. Anyway.
This jar glitters and glows. From within, you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter.
Lay my hand on the jar.
With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut.
Smash it.
The jar shatters like glass, but a spirit rises from the shards like smoke. The ghost of a dwarf, bedecked in necromancer robes, winks and blows you a kiss before slowly fading to nothing.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you. My death waits.
Let's talk.
The vision fades.
Any sins can be forgiven under the right circumstances.
She must have been acting against Brachus Rex for him to have come for her like that.
Keeping the dead as slaves. What a disgusting display. She deserves every punishment she got.
Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
Gratiana's soul jar. Oh, okay. Let's do this one next then.
A soul jar rests between two fallen columns, emanating a faint odor of seaweed and timber.
Pry the jar free.
When you touch the glass, your vision wavers. You emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment, dominating those who draw near. Your flag flies for Brachus Rex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. With his power, your flesh and blood is no longer relevant. The vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection.
The light is where the soul belongs. Heard it there.
To be soulless is a horrible, empty fate. You seek out Brachus's vault, but the moment you reach the soul jar, he ensnares you. Thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. Your soul and that alluring armor. The vision shatters as the soul squirms away from you, curling up in the bottom of the jar. The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
Shatter it?
What remains of the outraged soul molds itself into a defiant skull, glowering at you before it vanishes.
Snake! Worm!
Alright. Now we have this one.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana.
Reach out and rest my hand against the jar.
As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Brachus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be?
I'm going to leave this one alone for now. Let's talk.
The terrible vision fades.
Well, no one is beyond forgiveness. Whatever her sin, she can always redeem herself.
Gratiana's life was selfish and hedonistic. No mercy.
Uh-huh. Really? That's your opinion?
She murdered children. She cannot be forgiven.
However her life began, it ended well. No one should be damned because of their youth.
Complete change from these guys. Okay, I'm gonna save. If I can take the soul jar with me and then talk to her, that's what I'm gonna do.
Good find.
Okay. So can I destroy this? I guess I can drop the item and then re-interact with
The jar
it.
sits still. It's
Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's all I wanted to do.
Good find.
Right. So we can come back to that in a minute. Now let's do this.
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism.
Something strange about the statue. Let's look over it with great care.
As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
Champion of the gods, seeing spirits.
Where are we?
A higher power is temporarily granted you the ability to see spirits. As you learn to channel more source, you may one day be able to use this powerful ability at will within the mortal realm. Okay. Also, Champion of the Gods is now a new thing. I prayed at an altar and found myself in the Hall of Echoes. Oh? Nothing to loot here. Hello, Tyrsendelius.
Amid the soundless air of this alien world, you see a wraith-like elf standing tall. He eyes you imperiously.
So, you have found me. She who I plucked from the water as she sank and drowned, who I tossed unto the shore with seaweed in her hair, salt and sand upon her skin. Sabile, the scarred one, the woman bearing the mark of infamy, kneel before me.
Oh, definitely not.
Slave.
Oh, no. Well, I'm going to refuse him, saying I kneel before no man.
Before no man. Ha! But before a god? I am Tyrsendelius, most magnificent of the seven, and you will kneel before me.
I kneel before no one.
Insolent wench! If you will not kneel before me, you will do me one better.
You feel an irresistible energy digging into your shoulders. Two great claws that force you to the ground, bruising your knees.
I am your god. I will have your worship. I have you on your knees. Now, crawl to me and kiss my feet.
Neither fire nor force will compel me. I remain defiant, and I refuse.
A claw returns, 5 unseen talons splayed over the crown of your head. As it slowly starts to push you down, you know you cannot resist.
Don't you keep defying me, Sabile. Kiss my feet.
Maybe pointless, but I push back against the claw. Strain and sweat. I damn well keep pushing back.
What is this? What is this sudden resolve? You will not kneel before me like you kneeled before a lizard? You will not kiss my feet like you kissed your masters? Isn't it rather late, Sabile, for this pathetic show of pride? You let yourself be scarred. You let yourself be manipulated and puppeteered. For shame.
For shame for you. This is a serious amount of victim blaming.
How dare you? Do you not realize what you are? God-woken.
Well, I'm not going to even touch on the God-woken comment. You're mistaken. I never let anything be done to me. I was forced just like you are forcing me now.
Bah, you self-delusional fool. Even to be forced into subjection is to give in to it. Slavery. Submission. It is in your blood.
His words sting like daggers. But then, quite unexpectedly, his stern countenance softens, and an air of melancholy crumbles his bastion-like facade.
Then again, submission. Maybe it's in my blood as well.
Well, the force you used against us implies otherwise.
Silly girl. That was nothing. A mere modicum of control over a mortal being. But what have I left of true power? Nothing. I submitted them all. All 7 of us did. Allowed them to be stolen by a man named Lucian. He took them. He kept them. But now, the usurper is dead, and the power of 7 gods lies free for the taking.
I'll raise my eyebrows in wonder. Is he suggesting what I think he's suggesting?
The world is without gods. It is a fat-bellied beast, blind and tethered, ripe for void-woken teeth. The world is without gods, but it is in need of one. One. And all I have to show for is you.
His features harden once more, and his eyes fill with contempt as he takes a step closer.
Sabine, the scarred one.
Another step.
The slave.
And another. He is almost upon you now, uncomfortably close, his breath clammy like a humid mist.
Well, a rage builds within. I've had enough of his condescension. I'm going to bury my needle in his impertinent heart.
The needle pierces Tirce Endelius's gossamer flesh. A heartbeat strong as a quake reverberates through the metal and into your hand, arm, chest. A power pulses, 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 and explodes within your soul.
You've learned the Bless skill, which allows you to bless existing surfaces, clouds, items, and characters. Using it, you can also cleanse the curse status. That's very important right now, I guess. Given that we have that.
All goes black for the briefest of moments, but when you come to, you see your own name grafted into your skin. Gilded letters in an ancient alphabet.
Slave. Accursed the word. Nevermore will you be such a thing. I give you your name back. I give you yourself back. You are my champion. You are my chosen one. As such I have named you. As such I have blessed you. And now yours is the power to bless in turn. I blessed the very water beneath your feet. Now you may wield that power for yourself. A first taste of things to come. For this is only the beginning. From here on out, there are 2 things that await you. Death and divinity. Yours will be the choice. Death or divinity. Now you must go back to your world, my chosen one, and make your escape from the piece of rock they landed you on. Before I let you go, however, there is one more matter we must touch upon. You are traveling with company, yes?
I've made some unlikely friends.
No, not friends, rivals. They are god-woken too and may be courted by the lesser 6, but you will be a god, none other. Smile at your fellow wanderers, but ready your knife, for its time will come.
Oh.
Oh, and Lohse. Lovely little Lohse. Just kill her now and be done with it.
What? Specifically her?
With that, I bid you goodbye, Sabine. Goodbye. We will meet again, anon.
Oh, well, I bad news, Lohse.
Blessed branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer. Interesting. You thought it was interesting, Quercus? Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom, seeing the giant races fall like leaves in frost, hearing the screams of... I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm. Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to stop the great acorn, not hide from it.
Saving the world is no small task. How can I help?
It's already helping more than it knows, Quercus. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research a spell to protect Rivellon. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics, and come up with a spell to shield Rivellon from its doom. Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the Great Acorn, and that is where our big, foolhardy shield comes in.
Excellent. I've got enough to worry about, and let him take care of the Grand Nut.
Grand Nut! It's the Great Acorn! Quercus! Quercus, savage the wretched giant for its blasphemy! No, I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care how much you like it, Quercus. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell, if it will keep you happy. One!
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind open. You can see the forces of magic and see how to combine them in a new way.
There, maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yes, yes, you're welcome, but can we please get on and save the world now?
Oh, okay. Well, we now have Bless. I'm just going to move these along a little bit here. And we learned a new skill, apparently. Although I'm not entirely sure what we did learn, but that's okay. Maybe I learned the ability to learn a skill. Maybe this one? Not entirely sure what he just gave us. I missed it on the screen. Anyway, yeah, that's really interesting doing that as an origin character, specifically here, and having it say basically, yeah, watch out for her, you should kill her. Can we speak to her about it?
I'd say we should stop to talk, but I'm swamped.
There's something on my mind. Do you have a minute to talk?
Sure thing, Chief. What's up?
I want to talk about what happened with the elf Sahila.
Okay. I don't. Look, I know it was bad, okay? I know. You don't have to tell me. I'm sorry. I just want to move on.
Okay.
I'd say we should stop to... Sure thing, Chief. What's up?
Your eyes are looking worse.
She bats her eyelashes coquettishly over black eyes in grey sockets.
Just for you, Chief.
I spoke to one of the gods in the Hall of Echoes.
One of the gods? Really? Well, look at you go. What did they say?
Well, I'm going to tell her everything. I met Turson Delius, and he told me that she, Lose, was a liability.
One of the gods said that.
Losa huffs on her fingernails and buffs them on her tunic, smirking.
Nice.
What do you think about that?
I think I'll call my next song She Who Struck Fear in the Gods. And you? What do you think about it? You gonna neutralize the threat? Shuck off the liability?
You're no liability to me. We're partners. End of discussion.
Her face cracks into a mischievous smile. She capers around you, bouncing from one foot to the next, chanting.
You like me, you really, really like me.
She stops suddenly, goes rigid, then relaxes, smiles broadly, and leans over to whisper in your ear.
Psst. I like you too.
All right.
I'd say we should stop to talk, but sure thing, Chief. What's up?
Where will you go when this is all over?
You know, wherever the next road leads, I guess. I never was one to sit in one place too long. How about you? You missing home by now?
It's not so much a where, but a when that I'd like to return to.
I get you. So, what is it you miss exactly?
Well, I miss who I used to be before all this.
Well, for what it's worth, I think you're still pretty ace.
I'm gonna blush and don't meet her eyes.
Ha! Oops, I think I broke her.
She pokes you in the ribs.
You okay, Chief? Did the big mean tart insult your sensibilities?
I'm going to freeze again under the heat of her dark eyes. The energy of her is so near to you.
Hey, you okay? Sorry, Chief. Just playing around.
Do you have a minute to talk?
Sure thing, Chief. What's
Nope.
up?
Okay. Leave. Talk.
I'd say we should stop to talk. Sure thing, Chief. What's
Okay.
up? I'd say
And
we should stop to talk, but I'm swamped.
what do you think about this place?
Don't make much of it one way or the other, but the farther we get away from the joy, the better. There's got to be a way off this island.
Alright, take my leave. Okay, also I can't bless until I get source points. I'm really sorry, Fane.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it.
I'm intrigued by the color of your skin. How come you are red?
Oh, don't tell me you've never heard the stories. The tale of my birth has been a bedtime staple for years. A dinner party favorite.
I'm not going to flatter him. I'm going to shake my head. I've never heard this tale.
Inconceivable. Listen closely then. One day a red sun rose, turning the desert sands into a blood-colored sea. When my mother, roused from dreams, beheld this crimson dawn, she knew the time had come and promptly gave birth to me.
Oh, okay.
The sun rose to its zenith, but there settled, refused to descend towards the beckoning dusk. Instead, she hung there for 7 days and 7 bright, starless nights. So enamored was she with her little red prince. Indeed, I've been a married man since the day I was born, for they call me the spouse of the sun. She who is all life and beauty, she whose colour I wear not in cloth, but in skin.
I want to hear the real reason you're red.
He laughs wryly, baring rows of shark-like teeth.
There are those who believe that little legend, you know. I'm not one of them. To tell you the truth, I've no idea why I'm red, but I do fancy I was rather lucky to be born a prince. My heritage made people celebrate my uniqueness. Had I been common-born, they might have just drowned me in a well.
Well, it is a little bit surprising that he's not buying into his own legend. And Myron being so down-to-earth about the matter. Somehow I hadn't expected that from him.
Why, thank you. You'll find I don't live up to expectations with remarkable frequency. Case in point is that I have a high opinion of myself because of my unparalleled skills and intellect, not because of the bed I was born in. Though I won't go so far as to deny absolute wealth has its perks. Absolute power, for instance.
That's a good perk.
No wonder I seek my way back to the throne.
What was it like to be a prince?
More glorious than you could ever imagine. More glorious than I wish to recall here. Ask me again once we escape, and I'll tell you tales that will last us 1,000 nights.
What did you mean earlier by the secret of his soul?
The Red Prince takes on a reserved air, and you've the feeling he'd blush if such a thing could be noticed.
Secret of my soul, I said. What poppycock. Doesn't sound like me at all, not in the slightest. So drop it.
I had a mystical experience. I actually met with my god.
Indeed. Tyr Sendilius, if I'm not mistaken. Always was rather the slow sibling in the Pantheon, wasn't he?
I wouldn't say slow exactly, but he turned out to be quite different from what I'd expected.
Quite so. I suppose you too met with somewhat of a disappointment. For we do have to wonder, can a god be called a god still, if they have to plead with another to assume the powers they seem to have lost?
Well, you better not disparage the gods, or did you not partake in the powers they bestowed upon him?
Of course I did. Only I'm not foolish enough to let it buy my loyalty.
Okay, what should we do next?
Nothing's changed but for our surroundings. We're still on an island, in dire need of making for the mainland. Perhaps we simply ought to hug the coast in search of a ship.
Alright, wait a second, so does that mean that you have the blessed skill as well? Okay, so in theory they also did this. You don't have the blessed skill though, and neither do you. But he canonically did go there. Okay. I kind of want to look up why, but obviously that's going to be spoilers. There's something I want to do after I do this as well, but let's do this first.
I must say, I was hoping to enjoy a smug advantage over everyone else. Lacking skin may make me a target for mortals, but I am mercifully immune to mosquitoes. However, they are infuriating when they get in one's skull. I can barely hear myself think.
I'm going to compliment him on his mask. It's really quite convincing.
Well, of course it is. It was crafted with care. 100% ethically harvested from mortals, too. The quality is second to none.
How do you ethically harvest faces?
Oh, you simply wait until the creature is dead, preferably of natural causes. Although that does limit your choices somewhat. You may end up with quite a few sagging faces. I will never understand why you have so readily accepted aging, or digestion. They are frightful pastimes.
You must really enjoy battlefields.
Up to a point, certainly. They are frightfully loud, but the selection afterwards is quite good. The faces are often what you might call fixer-uppers, but they're young and quite serviceable, if you get them before the flies do. Poison is preferred, of course. No marks to the face, the subject can be of any age, and death is often quite peaceful. Not for them, of course, but it's significantly more relaxing for me.
I'm going to change the subject. What happened to you, Fane?
I fell victim to the enemy of all great minds. Fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of change. These are the things that poison civilizations. I was on the cusp of a glorious breakthrough, but my king's fear held me back.
How do you feel about your king?
He ceased to be my king the moment he turned on me. I did nothing wrong. All I wanted was to further the knowledge of the Eternals. Who knows? Had I been allowed to continue my studies, perhaps I could have warded off whatever catastrophe befell them.
Why was the king so afraid of change?
Do you know, I never thought to ask. Between him purging me and casting me into a traitor's tomb. What a foolish oversight! If only I'd had your prescience and curiosity, I could have saved myself centuries of pondering that very question.
And he purged you for being curious. That seems a little rough.
Well, certainly he was not pleased with my insistence that we investigate. But the king's word is law. Was law. But the reason I was purged was slightly less intellectual.
Uh-huh.
After the king refused to let me investigate the Veil, I brought the issue up with others. The Seven Lords. Beneath the king in authority, but far above me. I brought them my research. I showed them everything. I had hoped they would help me convince the king of his error, but before they or I could act, I was arrested and, well, my sentence was carried out.
What was your breakthrough?
I discovered a veil hanging across the universe. A barrier of pure source. It was amazing. The kind of discovery on which a civilization turns. Who knows what secrets may have been hidden behind that curtain? But my king forbade me from further investigation.
What was he so afraid of?
Do you know? I'm
All
not
right.
a foolish oversight.
Barrier pure
If
source.
only I'd
Could have
had
used
your
it to gather great
prescience
power
and
then.
I mean, yes. I suppose you could have drained the power from it, but that would have weakened it significantly. It would be quite irresponsible. After all, the power of the thing is not the point. It hid something. Who knows what that might have been? The secrets to the universe could have lain behind that curtain. But I was not given the chance to find out. Now, I fear I never will.
Alright, what was Eternal Civilization like?
The skeleton stands quietly for a moment.
I'm not sure. Centuries in a tomb can warp one's memory. I remember the big things, of course. My library, my home, my king, my family. But the rest, it's all covered in a fog. And the more I see of this world, the thicker that fog seems to get.
I'm intrigued by your ruler. What was an Eternal King like?
Once I would have boasted that it was the best form of government. Indeed, it was the only form of government we knew. Living forever under the rule of a wise king is one thing. But if that king should turn into a despot, if he should reject philosophy and the natural arts for the sake of power, well, I cannot imagine a worse torture.
A library? You were a librarian?
I was a scholar, researching the secrets of the universe. Had I been allowed to proceed, my people could have ascended to godhood as one. An entire race of deities. with a perfect understanding of the universe.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like that would cause it problems for anyone at all.
It would have solved all of our problems.
Uh-huh. Yeah, tell me, I'm going to ask about his home. I can't imagine how it might have looked.
Indeed you cannot. Nothing in this world compares to it. We crafted our homes from stone and crystal, using the power of the universe itself to keep them in place. Your people, on the other hand, seem quite content to sit about in smoky hovels, held together by straw and filth. It's a mercy I don't have a nose. I cannot imagine how you stand it.
Family came rather low in your list.
They came rather low in my life, alas.
Oh.
My wife and daughter always had to compete with my work for my attention, and my work was always stiff competition. They were often neglected. I wonder how many more years they spent neglected before. Well, before whatever happened, happened.
Alright. Hey, something happened. Something incredible happened. I met with my god in the Hall of Echoes.
Indeed, so I gathered from your earlier prattling. I also met someone.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing is wrong. Simply unexpected. The person I met was without doubt a god, at least by your standards. When I wore flesh, I knew her as the Lady Armadia. She was one of the 7 lords that served our king.
I think I called her Amalia earlier, and it's definitely Amadia. Oops. My bad. Well, so your people aren't gone? That's great news.
Oh no, they're quite gone. The 7 seem to be all that remains, and they... Well, I'm not sure what they are. Not quite gods, but not quite eternals. No, they are something else entirely.
So they've changed. How did they act before?
Naturally, they acted as any lords would. They bowed to their king and sneered at their lessers. And there was an awful lot of sneering, even back then. One can only imagine how much there is now.
I'm going to press him for details. I met my god, but what about the others?
Oh, what do you want from me? I'm not here to gossip and titter about my lords. If you wish to know what they were like, you need only to look at yourselves. Each of the races were crafted not just in the image of their gods, but in their temperament too. Vrogir was large and strong as his orcs. Zantezza quick and witty as an imp. And Rallic prone to bouts of fighting and boasting, much like every human I've ever encountered. You were crafted as an act of ego, but one can hardly hold that against the creatures. In truth, the lords never troubled themselves with too much imagination.
Well, no matter the time, some things never change.
Yes, well, if you are quite finished wasting my time, I believe we have some business to get on with.
The thought of divine power intrigues me. What would you do if you had such power?
What would I do? Oh, dear heart, it is not a question of would. It is a question of what will I do. It is only fitting, after all. You worshipped the Eternals as gods. Why not follow one as divine?
Well, the gods may have been your folk, but the divine has always been immortal.
Yes. And how is that working out, I wonder? Perhaps if your precious Lucian had been a little less mortal, you would still have a divine, and the Voidwoken would not be trying to chew on my bones. Honestly, you turn your back for just a few millennia, and the world goes to stink.
Okay, what will you do then?
The Lady Armadia has laid out the plight of the world, and begged me to help fix it. It is a grave responsibility, but one that I gladly accept.
Okay. What should our next move be?
Given enough time, I could walk from this island to the shore, but time is in short supply. I must procure a quick way off this island, and that means procuring a ship. Perhaps these seekers would know more. I imagine they are quite keen to leave too.
Alright, take her leave. Okay, so canonically he has been there, and he met with the Lady Amalia, who did not give... Oh no, he did give him Bless. It just didn't get added to his bar, for whatever reason. Okay. Oh, that's kind of weird. What about... Oh, she also got it. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, she doesn't have enough memory slots to... Neither of them had enough memory slots to actually learn it. Oh. But we did. I see. So that's the issue. It's just memory slots. Oh, in which case definitely take it off the bar. Yeah. Okay. So that was it. Never mind. So what I wanted to test out was what happens if I click that.
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword.
Yeah. Okay, so they've canonically gone into the Hall of Echoes. We just didn't see it, which makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I believe if you do that in co-op, both people get to see their own one, and I think can listen into the other one. But yeah, not really like relevant for this playthrough. Amadia Sanctuary. I've been calling her Amalia or Amelia or whatever. Like, yeah, it's Amadia. All right. Hey, I got your soul jar. Do you want it?
And what do you want?
Here you go.
She stops dead as you pull the jar out of your backpack. Her voice trembles as she speaks.
You entered the vault. Please, give that to me. Give it to me now.
Why does this jar have your name inscribed on it? I say knowing exactly why it has her name inscribed on it.
It matters not. All that matters is that you give it to me.
Well, if you won't cooperate, then neither will I. I'll put the soul jar in my bag.
No. Stop. Wait.
She reaches up and tears off her mask, revealing a wet skull, stained by centuries. You stare into the empty eye sockets of the undead creature before you.
Oh, I guess that was a reveal, but we already knew.
I have waited centuries, watching lives come and go, while my soul lies locked in a cage.
I'll hand over the jar as she puts her mask back on. It looks like she's suffered enough.
She reaches greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Armadia, I feel wet. Oh, goddess, I can feel your tears upon my face.
What happened to you?
I suppose you deserve to know. Before I knew Armadia's grace, I was a very different person. I was the concubine of Brachus Rex, but more than his lover. I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen.
You're responsible for the Magister's purging wands?
Not I. They are older than Brachus. Ancient relics from a bygone age. He uncovered them. I merely encouraged him to explore their promise.
Their promise? What are you talking about?
These weapons do not kill, but maim in the most horrible way. With them, you can steal the source of your enemies and make it your own.
So that's how Brachus became so powerful, draining source from his enemies.
Yes, he drained the power of his enemies in battle, and then his political enemies at home, and then the slaves that displeased him. As his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all. But power changes a man, as he changes his nation. Brachus grew paranoid, angry, murderous.
Stand in silence.
I gave him more and more, trying to win him back to me. I offered him the source of whole villages. He devoured them and demanded more. The lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came, until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless.
Well, I guess fitting with her pattern, whatever crimes you committed in her past, that you seem to be making up for them now.
Armadia is merciful in her love. I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too.
I'll rest a hand on her shoulder and say I'm glad she found her way.
She pauses for a moment. If she had eyes, you're sure she'd be wiping them.
Through Armadia, I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. I threw myself from the cliff at the entrance. I tried to rid the world of my evil. But Brachus would not allow it. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes, locked my soul away, and demanded my obedience. Even in death, he commanded me.
How did you escape?
Only when 2 source hunters ended his curse was I free. Since then, I have returned here and spent centuries trying to heal the pain I've caused. And now...
So I believe that that must be a reference to Divinity Original Sin 1. It's been a long time since I last played it, but I believe that that must be that reference. It was a 2-person game, I think, right? I think the party size was 2. I might be going crazy. No. You definitely had companions. Yeah, I don't know. It must have been 4 still, but... Yeah, maybe you were meant to have... I guess in our case it was 2 Source Hunters because there were 2 of us. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was a 2... Maybe co-op was maxed at 2 people or something and that's what I'm remembering. But anyway, carry on. Not important.
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground, smashing it to pieces with her foot.
You have my thanks, sister.
I'll tell it was a pleasure to do what I could and take my leave.
Thank you for your wisdom and for your bravery. Go in Armadia's grace, friend.
Alright. And now we're going to speak with her again.
Blessed child.
And we can do this.
What may I do for you?
Well, I need a bunch of your stuff. First of all, I'm going to do this. Offer all wares. That's a lot, but what can I buy? Well, I definitely want Aerothurge books, so even if I'm not going to use them, we'll take them. Uncanny Evasion, Favorable Wind. We already have that one. We don't have Shocking Touch, and we have... Oh, we don't have Teleportation as an actual thing. We have Fireball. We should grab Mosquito Swarm because it's free. I don't need either of these, even though they're huntsmen, and I do have huntsman stuff.
Echoes of death.
Do I want this one? 10% chance to turn water and blood surfaces and clouds into poison. Probably not. What about this one? Astarte's Tears. Okay. Gratiana likes making trinkets dedicated to the healing powers of Astarte. Alright, we'll have one of those. Do I want this belt? It's pretty nice, yeah. I'll take the belt. I'm not going to buy that because I can't use it yet. Okay. And then balance? Yeah. Okay. That seems good to me. Except. Wonderful. Now we get to see everything leaving on the left-hand side. Yeah.
Gareth, north of nothing in this land.
Right. Cool. Now auto sort and I don't know if I need to send these to her. Also, I've heard the character saying her name like 5 different ways already. I think Losa is the one that's most common, but like there are a lot of different ways it's said. Let's stick that on there. He also gets restoration with it, which is kind of interesting. Crit chance and dodging kind of seems like your thing, right? Yeah. And you can have this one. There we go. Add to wares, send to the Red Prince. It's already on the Red Prince, that's why I can't send. All these can go back to the Red Prince now. Okay. Then here, we just want to go through these and just learn. Right. Okay. Could not learn. Oh, thank you for not letting me learn that, because I actually didn't want to learn that on you. I wanted to learn that on you. Cool. Right. You now have a whole bunch of new abilities. Blinding Radiance you don't really need right now. Favorable Wind also don't need. Sparking Touch. Yeah, don't need. Uncanny Evasion is quite nice. I think it's better than Rain. Yeah, let's do that. Then let's just quickly do that. Wonderful. I know that she has teleportation available via this as well. But I guess you can't put teleportation on because she already has it from an item. Yeah, okay. We could in theory replace that now, but we don't need to. And we can save a memory slot by not doing that. So let's not do that. But we now have 2 teleportation, so I guess we can get people over gaps, although I guess we could do that anywhere with the cat. But anyway, mosquito swarm does physical damage. That's useful. It's more useful than trigger spores, which I can't use. Yeah. Also, let's just do a little moving around here. So, I was going to move some abilities, but actually I'm kind of used to where they are now, so we're just going to leave them exactly where they are. Right. Okay. That seems good. Quick save. What did you sell?
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
You sell these. Don't need... I'm just looking for what he needs. So he doesn't need bull horns. Yeah, don't need that at all. Chameleon cloak doesn't need. Chicken claw. Turns a target into a chicken. Maybe. Petrify. Provides physical armor. Stores physical armor each turn. That's kind of useful. It says atrophy. Here, I would quite like Sawtooth Knife, right? It says bleeding if the enemy has no physical armor and does a huge amount of piercing damage. So piercing damage, I think, ignores armor. Yeah. Just kind of useful. Teleport without breaking sneaking. I don't really care about sneaking, but another teleport is nice. Rupture tendons. Okay. When they try to move, they'll take piercing damage. Yeah, there are some useful things we could grab here. Well, let's start by doing this. How much do I have? I have 3,000. Rupture tendons, cloak and dagger. I like having a ton of options. Sawtooth knife. I don't really need these though. I don't think I need any of these. I think what he has right now is fine. Balance. And accept. Wonderful. Take my leave. So now we can do this. And then you are going to learn skill. Learn skill. Learn skill. Right. So we now have a bunch of new abilities. Would I give up first aid for any of them? It's like first aid and chloroform I feel like are our 2 worst abilities. Maybe throwing knives are pretty bad. Yeah, they're fairly bad, I think. So it's 25 to 27. Maybe I'm underestimating. So that's 28 to 32 damage. 28 to 32 damage. That's 13 to 16. Plus 8 to 9. Yeah, so that's basically the same damage as throwing knives. Okay. The reason why I was checking whether that was basically the same damage, because this is basically just a ranged attack then, right? It's a ranged version of our normal attack. So if I take that away and replace it with cloak and dagger, that's actually better, because we can then, we can just teleport behind them instead. Although yeah, I think it is better. I think having more teleports is better. I think we can get rid of Bless, given that I currently have no ability to use it. Ooh. Rupture tendons and sawtooth knife are nice. I'm going to take rupture tendons for just now, because we don't tend to be, yeah, we don't tend to be dealing with things that we're piercing through, but that'd be useful if we're trying to kill something that we've already done a lot of magic damage to. I'm tempted to just get rid of that, but it is useful. Could get rid of Cat. Cat's kind of useful, but I think Sawtooth Knife might be more useful immediately. Let's do that. And then rearrange slightly. Sorry, Cat. Okay, now I want to move some things around. Let's see. I'm not using throwing knife either right now. So that's jump. That's jump behind them. That's damage. That's damage. Move these along. That's also damage. Damage. Extra turns, CC, heal. Cool. That looks good. And I already did yours, right? Yeah. And I didn't buy anything else. That's fine. Anyone sell warfare books? How about you?
Mattis rests upon the stool, humming a low
Okay.
song. He nods at you
Nope.
and continues.
Don't think any of these guys sold anything worth it. How about you? Samadel, you
Soon as
sold...
all our wounded are healed, we'll need to search for the defenses Gareth left to find.
Yeah, you sell these, but we already have all the ones we want from you. Okay, that's fine.
But for now,
And then the one up here sells Huntsman, I think. Although we should check what things you sell anyway. I also just realized that this gives me a teleport that I can just use to any square as well. Alright, yes. So now we have multiple teleports.
May you always walk in wisdom's wake. The flower-strewn path.
Tactical retreat is potentially useful as well. First aid's also useful. Oh, that's the one I know. Yeah. But tactical retreat's the other one I was thinking could be useful for us. Yeah. It's possible. I don't want to spend my money on it though. Okay. Also, do we have money on us? We do. Send to the Red Prince and then sort. Right. And then nobody... Oh, you might sell warfare down here, this guy. Yeah, because I think I was out of money by the time I spoke to him, right? Just to look for more things for the Red Prince to do, because he's kind of running out of abilities.
He looks up from his work.
Help you?
Trade.
Nice doing business with you.
Oh no, you sell
I had better wares to
Necromancer and Summoner. I'm not using Summoner, I think. Decaying Touch is interesting as well. The fact that Necromancer does physical actually makes it quite intriguing for us to have as maybe a secondary. Mark a target so it will receive all the damage that you receive. Now, I don't know whether that means that you don't receive the damage, but it's definitely interesting. Yeah, there's some good options here. Decaying Touch is kind of nice. Infect? That's but these are based on your intelligence. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem with damaging ones for them, is they're based on your intelligence. Yeah, of course. That was the problem with them. So they're useful now, but when our intelligence falls off, they'll be god-awful. Okay. Yeah. Alright, fair enough. See ya. Okay, so we've now got basically to where we need to get to. We have no warfare stuff whatsoever. We've been in the mysterious cave, so that means that our way forward is now up here, through this, and then towards Brachus's armory, if we want to progress. Which I think we do. Also, I'm fairly certain that the point of no return is incredibly signposted. As in, like, we're not going to accidentally advance the story too far, because it's incredibly signposted. So I think we're fine. Cool. Well, I'm going to end the episode here then. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.